huge, tall, black shadow stood back to Deas. She immediately turned around to the elevator and then quickly returned. Hi guys, welcome back to Rumah Tua. Today I want to tell you about a story that I got from an online media told about a girl horror story who lived in dormitory in China. Let's call her Deas. Deas living in China for about half a year for study. There, they were provided with a special dormitory for foreign students and she got a room on 4th floor. From the outside, this hostel did look a bit old, but Deas didn't think about anything because she was too tired after being on a plane for so long. A few days later, Deas' roommate, let's call her Siti, who actually can see things unseen, began to feel something strange on their room. One day, Deas was cleaning up the trash in front of the bathroom while Siti was brushing her teeth in front of the sink. Suddenly, Siti saw their third roommate. From Siti's explanation, their third roommate was short like a child, but she has a face like a grandmother. And she just stood blankly beside Deas, who cleaning up the trash in front of the bathroom. At the first, Siti didn't tell Deas about it because she worries that Dea would be scared. In the end, she chose to just stay quiet and tell Deas at a later date. The following week, Siti often went out with her friends. As a result, Deas was mostly alone in their room. Deas began to feel for herself that they both really had a third roommate. Deas felt like someone was placing a cupboard into the bathroom, not just once or twice, but many times. Deas felt so bad at that time. When Siti came home, without thinking, Deas immediately told her about it. Siti also casually replied, "Why are you here? I want to tell you later after we return to Indonesia, but since you've experienced it now, I will to tell you now." After hearing the story from Siti, Deas doesn't know what to say. The following days, they didn't feel many horror incidents. Deas doesn't know if it's because she used to it or because the third roommate was moved to another place. She didn't know until one day, Deas have to go to a roommate on the 5th floor to have a wardrobe. After finishing, Deas intended to return to her room via the emergency stairs because she thought there was only one floor, so there was no need to take the elevator. It was already 10 o'clock at night. The dormitory hallway was quiet. The lights in the 5th floor corridor were rather dim, plus it was winter with temperatures below 0 degrees. So you can imagine the atmosphere was cold and quiet tense. Arriving at the fire escape, guess what they saw? A huge, tall, black shadow stood back to Deas. She immediately turned around to the elevator and then quickly returned to her room. Her feet feel so weak, even though if at that time she could run, she might have run screaming. Actually, maybe it could be the people who living there. But logically, is there anyone who just stands still on the fire escape at night while the temperature outside is freezing cold? Since then, Deas conclude that it wasn't actually her room that was scary, but the dormitory that was scary. Fortunately, 2 months later, the owner of the building terminated their cooperation with their campus on the ground that he wanted to do renovations. So, they all had to move to another dormitory. Thankfully, the new dormitory has never had any other horror incidents. The building is newer and nicer, even though it is located in another district, which is a bit far from the city center. Okay, that's the horror story about a girl's horror experience who living in dormitory at China. Do you guys want to hear another horror story? Let's leave your comment on the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe this channel and don't forget to follow our other social media on Instagram and TikTok. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next creepy video.